We're gonna talk Virgo new moon, like literally in it now. Welcome to Virgo season. It's a much needed shift as we're shifting signs and elements and have shifted into Virgo season. And of course, it's coming as a package deal with tomorrow's Virgo new moon. We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna do messages from the angel world cards today. Just give me 1 minute while I'm finding this video. I'm getting it set up and shared out, but if you're just finding me, take a second to say hi, go ahead and connect with the energies, leave a comment, especially if you're trying to get cards and things like that. Make sure you're also hitting the share button. And if you're trying to get a card, make sure you've left a comment and that you've shared out the video. So I've been talking a lot about this moon all day. I did put an article because, and I'm not going to go too into this, this really aligns with, and I think it's important is why I'm bringing it up. It really aligns with right now our South Node is in Virgo. We're in Virgo season. And of course, it's a Virgo new moon. And this is very, very important for a big karmic purge, clearing, call it what you want, which can make it challenging because we really need to manifest with these energies. As next month, when we go into September, this is going to bring the first of these eclipses, right? We're going to go into that eclipse blood moon, which is going to be our full moon in Pisces. And this is important too because our North Node is in Pisces. So it's like, this is like very karmic, South Node astrology we're in right now and letting go of the blocks. And then of course, next month is like everything aligning, and what you're manifesting right now, today, tomorrow, with this new moon is going to literally come into your physical reality with next month's full moon, we'll say, because that's the harvest moon and we're getting into the equinox. But we'll talk about all of this in a minute. Just give me 1 minute while I finish sharing this out. And I think this is all very important, obviously, right, as we're trying to navigate not just the ascension, but the energies. So we'll chat a little bit about this, but I did put an article. So because I've done a couple of videos, I'll upload them later. I'm not going to go too into that South Node thing, but I think it's important. And I put an article up on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. So I would check it out if you're looking as to like some of that South Node kind of healing stuff coming up. So we're going to focus with this video on the manifesting side of things, but I did go into a chat and a couple other videos. I'll put them up later if you're more interested in that too. So to switch topics, let's talk new moon manifesting. And it's going to be the theme that we're going through this Virgo season as well too. So the themes that are coming up with today's Virgo new moon, we're going to continue to have play out the rest of this Virgo season, we'll say too. So with this Virgo new moon, this is a time of obviously new beginnings, new timelines, new cycles, but also putting our intentions out there. This is a black moon too. Don't go too much into that, but it just means it's like super powerful on the energy level too. So our manifestations and what we're manifesting is very, very important right now. Hard when we have that karmic purge, but that is part of manifesting to release the karmic blocks and things that are standing in our way. Now, when we're navigating this Virgo new moon in Virgo season, it's all about manifesting through a space of alignment too. So make sure when it comes to manifesting that your daily habits, Virgo, routine and things that you're doing are also aligned with these manifestations too that you're trying to bring in. So major manifestation energy right now, all about getting into alignment, and also you're probably getting a lot more clarity. We just don't want to bring it up again. It's like the toxic stuff we don't want to bring up. We just went through that Mercury retrograde. Remember that Mercury is Virgo's, ruler, we'll say. So all that work we did during retrograde, which is literally just clearing past energies and anything you're navigating that is affecting you in the now or that you need to process on that karmic level. Generally, that work that you've done, you should be getting a lot of clarity during this time. And it could be just moving forward, what you're manifesting, what you want in life, I always say, what you're, working on bringing through. So try to stay focused. It's like your little reminder. Try to stay focused on what you're manifesting with this one though, because of next month's eclipse, we'll say eclipse energies, and of course that harvest moon equinox coming at us. September brings a powerful energy and a lot is going to start to move very fast. So this is a time to rest, recharge, and to go back to the lessons that we learned in January of this year when that South Node shifted into Virgo back in January. It was 111, the 11th of January, right? 111. we had this shift and we spent a lot of time moving into this year. It was very slow, if you don't recall, of getting into like focusing on your daily routine, what you were putting your energy into, what you were doing with your time. And we're revisiting these themes. So this Virgo season and with this Virgo new moon, it's a really good time to make sure that your daily routine habits, how you're spending your time, how you're spending your energy are aligned with your manifestations, yourself, the life that you want to live. So we're getting back into alignment right now with these energies too. So it's a really good time to kind of rest, recharge, refill your cup, so to speak, and to focus on these manifestations. But let's get started. We're going to do messages from the angel world cards. Make sure you guys have shared this out. Make sure you guys are checking out my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I spend a lot of time putting some nice stuff up there for you guys. I have lots of healings, activations, clearings. I am an energy healer. I do lots of DNA activation work. And of course, I do psychic and spiritual readings for you guys too. I also teach classes like Reiki and Sikkim. So I have so much amazing stuff up there for you. I know I have like all my Virgo season stuff up there. And of course, I have the new moon stuff up there. You can do anything in my shop all the time. I always make sure it's up to date too. So if you're looking for something to do for these energies, check out my website. Always around all the time if you need me, but you book me on there, okay? But I always say, like, you know, go with what you're guided to when you're navigating my website. I have a nice search bar if you're looking for something in particular too. And then I'm going to redo my site after the moon. I always kind of give you guys a heads up. So there's lots of stuff up there for this shift. Check it out. Okay, if you guys are able to sign up and be a supporter or send PayPal donations or stars, please do. It's an awesome way you guys can help and support this page if you're getting something out of it. So if you're able to send stars, I'm going to try to give you a psychic shout out, but you can send them just because, right? It helps a ton. Okay. Let's see what's coming up. Let's do Antonio. Thank you. Passion, getting excited about something. And this, when we just kind of go through the motions, which Earth is really good at getting us to go through the motions, it's like, okay, we get in these, I call it a loop, your daily routine, how you're spending your time. Once again, coming up for review, we'll say, right? But sometimes when it gets a little too monotonous, it puts us into the sleep state. Like literally, I know we like to blame everyone for putting us asleep. It's like we kind of like hamster on the wheel, right? Or like just kind of going through the motions. And sometimes this can lead to energy drainage and things like that too. Now, you ever notice when you have a new project, a new trip, something you're doing, anything you're excited about, you get excited, you got a good buzz. These are like energy givers, and this goes for anything in your life. This could be like finding, you know, soul-based work that's more aligned and isn't a, you know, and it could be a project, it could be just doing new things to keep it exciting. And this is like so generator energy too. A lot of you guys are generators, and you notice that when you're lit up, that's what it's going to come down to part of mastering your energy. We got to learn about our own energy and how to amp it up. And I know we go through cycles and there's times we need to ebb and flow and rest and move. And this is a very action moving kind of card. It's like, what excites you? What lights you up? And it's going to be a little bit different. I always kind of make jokes on here just to show you what's coming through. And maybe someone really, really loves bird watching. You get a buzz out of it. You got 92 books on birds. You're collecting things. You got new binoculars. And maybe, you know, your partner does not like this stuff. They like something else. But you notice that with hobbies, like some people are really into things and it's exciting them. Doesn't matter if other people understand your hobby, your passions, whatever it is that really, really excites you in your free time that you can get lit up about. This will bring a good energy into your life. And it could be for anything. And so this is a very Aries message. It's very lower chakra energy, keeping your energy high through like getting passionate and excited about something. I generally, I don't want to make my earth jokes about living here, but I tend to get very excited about trying to save the planet during this time. Like, right? That's my thing, or whatever it is. Get excited about something, anything, right? But this could be translated into many areas. And just keeping your energy high. This can help pull us out of some of the lows we always talk about and navigating Earth and stuff like that. So you could have been doing that bird watching, just example, right? Bird watching hobby for 10 years and you loved it. You had all this stuff, but it's just no longer exciting you. Like, right? You already took pictures of 92 bird species, whatever. And it's like, we could be really into something you notice on Earth, and it's like, okay, time for something new, right? And it could be many areas of your life that you can translate this to. And so, you know, just really following the creative flow of life too. And it's like, ooh, maybe, you know, you want to take a new class. I'm on my site. Or you want to learn something. Go flip through those classes on my site if you want to learn something. I am way into like knowledge and learning things, but it could be taking a new class. It could be a new hobby. It could be learning something new. You know, we have such a digital age, and I always say technology because we're seeing the tech. Technology is all about how you use it. There's just, you can really make like your social media or your YouTube an amazing place. They have videos on pretty much everything, I think. I think you could like go Google on YouTube, whatever, and they're probably going to have a video on it, but we can really absorb a lot of knowledge and learn that way too. And so this also comes down to like, you could be learning something completely new, and you know, you didn't know a lot about a topic, and you can go do that. But it's really following what excites you too, because when we do too much, that's, I know we have to like have a mix of this on Earth, but like really just following whatever pulls you're getting that excite you. It's kind of like if you're not into, you know, knitting and you go watch 9,000 videos on YouTube, it's just not going to be your thing. But, you know, maybe that is something you want to learn, and you go start to watch those videos and get really excited about it or whatever. So it's just really following that buzz or that excitement. It'll help to keep your energy high. And I feel that's why we come to Earth, to have all these experiences that we may want to have. And like, I would say, taking advantage of all that Earth has to offer. Let's do Angela. Happy Friday. Power of attraction. So when we are aligned, we're talking about alignment this Virgo season. I think, well, it depends what's coming up for you guys. If you have things from your past coming up, it could be happening. We're not going into that too much, but it's through clearing that stuff. I feel like you're going to be feeling really good right now. But even if you're not, you will be in a couple days. And this goes for everyone, of course, right? So it's about getting into alignment, and we'll be like, we're in alignment, getting into a higher and higher alignment with these, we call it a resonance, with these energies coming into the planet, and we're gradually going up in frequency, hopefully. So as we are, you're getting really, really magnetic, okay? So you're noticing reality is changing for all of us. And, you know, as we're navigating, we're learning how to navigate it from a different place. And so if you want to attract or manifest anything into your life, right, we magnetize it into our energy field, literally, like people resonate with you or they don't, right? So you're noticing that's how we navigate it, not just our relationships, but if we're trying to attract anything. The law of attraction is very real, but we also have to kind of align with it. And I think the best way to manifest and align with it is through our thoughts and our intentions, and of course our energy and our frequency. So we think about things. Literally, I don't even know, I want to Google how many thoughts do we have as humans a day? A lot. And it's like really aligning your thoughts with what you want to create, manifest, and experience as we're kind of navigating this place too. And of course we're humans, so you might have, I call them your spins or purges and things like that too. But really getting in alignment this new moon and really using these energies. And you know, it's been a collective weird start to the year. I talk about it was very slow coming into the year, and the year itself, and navigating these energies. We're at a different place, how we're kind of, as we're moving through the awakening, the ascension, and how it's feeling and what we're going through. And I feel that we're really going to go into a nice place for the last, I call it the last quarter of the year. So going into this equinox, and we're going to go into the last of the year, things are going to start to really align in your reality, in the outer, in a good way, come through and begin to move in a very aligned way too. So you're very magnetic, and you're magnetizing what you think about all day long. And this goes for core beliefs, you know, what you're putting out there and what you're putting your intentions out there too. So for you, really doing, and I was doing this video for that reason, doing some type of new moon work will help you, like putting your intentions out there, aligning your thoughts with what you want, because you're always magnetizing things. Okay, so we have David, and this is Joy. It's solar plexus. It seems kind of basic, these cards, but I love them. I wanted to do these angel cards. And this is Joy. This is solar plexus. And so with solar plexus, this is, once again, it's an emotional energy, right? Emotions are very, very powerful. We either have obviously negative energies that are negative emotions or positive, and we're learning how to navigate our emotions in a different way during this time too, because we're having a lot come up and surface. And in the old paradigm, we were taught to avoid and shove them down and not deal with them. But we're learning that emotions are powerful too, and that when we're in this happy state and when we're aligned and we're in a happy place, we're really, really magnetic, and maybe we're having an off day and we're, you know, purging out a lot of negative energies. We'll say we're feeling a little moody or depressed or not that great. Usually sometimes people don't want to be around us, you notice, right? You're having an amazing day and everything's going great and you got some good news to share. All your friends are there and excited, right? But you're like, and so our energy and our frequency is very, very powerful. This is really feeling, and this card indicates you're feeling better, right? You're feeling happy. You're going through this ascension work too, really getting aligned and feeling these happier states too, and like experiencing joy, bliss. Someone said that in my inbox. They're like, I'm feeling really good. And these highs that come with awakening too. So we go through a lot of highs and lows as we are balancing energetically too. And we talked about a lot of this video is aligning our energy and finding what brings us happiness and what brings us joy. And it might be a little bit different, but this is like, we're going to talk about that inner glow up and kind of feeling good from within and radiating that outward. When we deal with our solar plexus, it's literally the sun energy. It's like your inner sun, right? Your solar plexus. Now we're receiving a lot of solar energies, and we just survived Leo season in the fire, right? And so you've probably been going through a lot of, everyone, solar plexus upgrades during Leo season. We moved through the Lionsgate portal and a lot of things like that. Now, I know we think of like sun is our life force. It really is, but it's also a lot of clearing energies to deal with. And so you should be feeling a lot better because you've received a lot of solar plexus upgrades lately, and this is going to really translate into your energy field, how you're vibrating, and even your light body too. So connecting with your solar plexus. Virgo season, awesome time to do that. Whether it's eating better foods, right, and really taking care of, we say, your stomach and solar plexus and things like that too, and just kind of, you know, following anything that kind of is lighting you up during this time will help. But with Ascension, I feel all of our chakras are upgraded and brought online and activated, but this is specifically for the solar plexus, which goes through a lot. It's why I deal with a lot of people that are going through energy purges and upheaval. This is all through the solar plexus at times too. And this is why we see a lot of people becoming more psychically sensitive and empathic during this time too, because it's being cleared out. And as you're clearing out debris and old energies and blocks from the chakras, you're also opening them up more too. So this is also, you know, you might be feeling more, I say, psychically sensitive, energetically sensitive, or even more empathy during this time. Let's see, Tiffany Hudson, abundance. Love the picture. This is for you. Your angel is bringing you this, opening you up to abundance. We're clearing a lot of limiting programming, like ancestral blocks, things that have come down the family line, and like our family and ancestral stories are kind of written in our, I say, DNA and cells, and we carry a lot of things. And we are doing the conscious work right now on planet Earth, many of us, to rewire limiting beliefs that have kind of kept us stuck in a lot of negativity and stuff like that too. And as you're going through I call it changes, the changes that you're being guided to make, you're noticing you're tapping in more and you're manifesting more and manifesting more abundance. And this is exactly why we want to work with the new moon and full moon energies specifically. So we're like, okay, this is where you manifest. Like if you've been manifesting all month and right, maybe it's going great, maybe for some feeling it. This is actually the place where we need to manifest right now. And I always say we are anyways. So today and tomorrow, take care with your thoughts and make sure you're putting out good thoughts, good vibrations, and good intentions, and watch everything kind of come through really, really fast. So we're learning how to work with these energies to navigate them and to also manifest with them as well too. So using these new moon energies to manifest. And this is help opening you up to more abundance, which is just positive energy manifest. Negative stuff, we know that's karmic. Karma is not punishment, right? Or like it's punishment for something 20 years ago. It's negative energy that people have not cleared that is affecting their life or coming back into their life. Putting out negative energy come back around. So when we take better care of our energy and do the work to raise our frequency and put out good vibes, amazing things start to come back, positive stuff, right? Positive energy, abundance, manifestations. So learning how to take care of our energy helps us so much with what we will experience, like moving forward and things like that too. So this is the time to put the good thoughts out, good intentions, manifestation orders. Let's see, Mandy Marie. Change. This is my 555 message, and we do not like change. This is why the universe loves to nudge us along at times, especially if we're being resistant and ego stuck to the old. This is letting go of the old, and this could translate into old energies that you need to let go of, old situations. And when I'm getting this, I say download, because I get the downloads with that past stuff that you're needing to just let go of. And this is harder than we think because it sticks to our energy, it's changed our energy, and we're needing to kind of heal things. So if there's something from your past that has been weighing you down or popping back up or coming up, this can be a normal part of healing, but needing to let it go and to continue kind of moving forward. I love this. It's like one of my favorite. I like these cards for the illustrations. See the blue butterflies everywhere. This is such a spirit message as well to know that you're being guided. Spirit is with you. You have loved ones on the other side that are helping you. And that's when you guys are seeing butterflies pop into your reality, these are powerful spirit signs and messages too. So know that you're going through a big transformation, the butterfly. Caterpillar to butterfly. This represents the DNA transformation that we're going through. We're literally changing everything on the physical level and who we are and vibrating and things like that too. And so know that you're being guided, though, that you always have spirit guides, loved ones in spirit that are helping you go through this journey and through the changes that you're being guided to make. And when I started this video, I said Virgo season is all about ditching the negative habits and making better choices so that we can get better results in life and stuff like that too. So if you're being guided to make some changes in your life, and some of these changes may seem basic, but they're huge. This could be cleaning up your diet, detoxing, focusing more on your healing journey, right? Releasing negative energies. These are a huge part of awakening too. So just if you're being guided to make some changes, it could be your environment, surroundings. Really pay attention to spirit and what you're being guided through. And I said we don't like changes, but when we don't change spirit, I will say we get a little bit of a nudge from the universe, like catalyst energy. So it's better when we make the changes we're being guided to make, because we can, make a smoother transition. Angela, wait, don't make any big moves right now. I think it's a good time to rest, recharge, and kind of do the manifestation work. I'm talking about that a lot. Instead of forcing things in our physical reality, I say putting it out there and doing that manifestation work. It's such a powerful time for that too. So if you're like waiting on something, where's my manifestations? I want this in life. It's the ego, right? Well, this isn't happening fast enough. If you've been praying for something specifically, been trying to manifest something, this is a good sign, this message, that if you haven't received it, it's not happening. It's in the progress. And so I was explaining, because I do a lot of different work with different people, but I like to help nudge people along with the manifesting work. And I was saying this last night on one of my sessions. You have to, if you have a goal, a manifestation, you don't give up. You keep working on this manifestation until you receive it. And of course you move on to other things, right? So some things take time. It depends on what you're manifesting and what's going on, but you keep focusing on it until you actually see it in your reality or get the results that you want. And so it's kind of part of manifestation work. So if you've been feeling a little impatient or not sure, your prayers are always being heard, always answered. And this goes for your manifestations as well. Let's see. Sylvia. Manifest your potential. And this is also about us stepping into or shifting into our highest potential. This is where healing comes in too. So until we heal, sometimes we're kind of stuck in survival mode and survival cycles, and let's see, a sleep state, which is not pretty. Like you're not at your highest, we'll just say. Now, once you awaken and really do this work, you really, really are traveling that path to becoming your higher self and activating that higher potential. This is why I always recommend doing DNA work as well too, because this will help to activate that higher potential on the DNA level, so you can really, really embody it or bring that down into the physical too. So oftentimes we're not operating at our highest, even though we always think we are. We're going higher. So this is also activating more of your gifts, focusing on your healing so that you can manifest more of your full potential, because you're going to go so much higher. We're going to see amazing things happening within these awakening energies, within these planetary energies as well too, but we have to really embody them as well too. Just continuing to work on yourself and doing that self-worth, knowing that you're going to see amazing results manifest out of it. Let's do Julie. Creativity, getting creative and finding a creative flow. It could be anything. Maybe it's literally, I said watercolor, it's painting. Maybe it's literally painting and doing some kind of art. It does not have to be professional, guys. It's literally just like, what did we do when we were kids? And we were usually, I hope, a little bit happier in our little bubble, played with toys and colored, right? Probably coloring. Okay. It's like, you know how little kids just sit and color and get artistic and creative, and maybe these drawings weren't the best when you were a little kid, right? But you were up for it. And this could be literally like drawing, doodling, right? You'd sit there and scribble all over your notebook. It could be literally just as picking up the paint. I feel this opens up our creative channels, and we can make light of this, but this is how we also open up that channel to spirit and to higher divine guidance through opening up those creative channels. It could be like literally just, writing or doing art stuff, singing, music. This helps to open up so many of our creative channels. Like when we're dealing with, maybe you're not the best singer, go singing a little bit. And I used to love that in my car anyways, but it will open up the throat chakra a ton when you really start to work with like the throat chakra, singing, or, whatever it is. And you don't have to be good at it, like I said, but just getting artistic. It is a beautiful energy. And, that's what Leo season is all about as well too, helping us to activate solar plexus again, that creative energy, so we can actually tap in, open our creative channels, and be really, really happy as well too. So this gives many ways that you can really, really open up those creative energies. My favorite, manifesting. That's the topic of this video. Manifesting with the new moon. We're creating life. Life is literally your art project. And one day you might look back at it. It's going to be a collection of memories when you're done with this place, right? But it is literally the greatest blank canvas tapestry that you have to create anything you want. So one day you're doing this and you say, it's not working good. You can literally change directions and manifest something completely different. Just whatever you want, like literally. And so it's like, also, this is a huge manifestation project too. And so we need to learn how to tap into those creative energies and channel them. And I always say this is new for us generally as we're awakening and learning this stuff too. So it could be also what you're creating moving forward. And I love new moon energy because I just said and it's nice that we started Virgo season right now with it. And so we're closing out that chapter that brought us Leo season and the Lionsgate porthole. We've integrated these upgrades and we're starting to feel a lot better after going through that little bit of, upgrade integration space. And now with this new moon, it's all about, okay, next chapter. Now, we're not fully there with the new moon. We talked about today and tomorrow we manifest that next chapter. We sit and we think about what we want moving forward. You're probably going to naturally be drawn to do that in these energies. And we're going to start to really see results coming through with the harvest moon. And the reason why is because the spring equinox is literally taking us into the last couple of months of the year, new chapter, right, until December. So from September to December, it's literally a blank chapter of your book, of your story. You ever notice your storytelling in your mind all day long? Like, right? Okay, getting aligned with that next chapter of your book, okay? What you're writing, what you're scripting, what you're manifesting, what you're putting out there. So we're in very blank page, next chapter, new beginning. What do you want to do now? What do you want to manifest now kind of energy? Getting creative with it. Jess Walker, once again, here. Strengthen your faith. And this is important too, because this is between you and the divine, right? I say the creator. It's between you and source as well too. And so I feel like this is what can really, really strengthen us to, once again, better manifest, but have an easier time. And it's like, once we lose that spiritual connection, oftentimes we kind of descend into the lower and don't feel great within ourselves. And when we awaken at that point and really tap into that light source, God, call it what you want, whatever you're into, and we find that inner spark within ourselves to activate our awakening, oftentimes you had to get spiritual. A lot of times awakening goes through certain stages. A lot of times you guys went through a lot of karma, trauma, dark night of the soul, complete crumbling of your life, because oftentimes we don't get into where we're needing to be until the awakening. And that's what took you, I call it like a curtain. This is what took you into your awakening. On some level, you had to get spiritual at a certain point. Like literally, whether it was like praying, like whatever it is, changing your life, right? Like tapping into the spiritual awakening kind of energy. It's very crown chakra kind of energy. So people that have had a spiritual awakening, they've gotten spiritual, like, right? It's to wake up spiritually. And so many of you guys obviously are either have gone through a spiritual awakening, I hope, or you're experiencing a spiritual awakening. And this is very crown chakra, reconnecting to source, finding source. And maybe some of you guys were already spiritual your whole life, but it was a lot of, I say, programming that you're having to kind of rewire now too. Like I was saying, I've had to get rid of a lot of programming. And so maybe it's tapping into the real spiritual too. Like, right? Okay, so we're asleep and we take out a lot of spiritual programming. And so once we have a spiritual awakening, you begin to kind of purge out the negative beliefs and things, and you start to find the real spiritual behind the curtain, right? like the 5D as we call it. And so this is like having faith, and this will help you to manifest miracles, connect with the divine, activate your crown chakra work, and it's going to get you through things easily. So lack of faith, and a lot of people closed off crown chakra, they're very closed off to the spiritual when we see a closed off crown chakra, right? Very just dismiss it, whatever, okay, it's woo woo. I mean, like the divine, and they're just very whatever. We would call that atheist, right? No belief or whatever. Okay. So anyways, we're talking about an open crown chakra. Now, when we have a closed off crown chakra, we're probably going to have a harder time navigating life because we can't lean on the divine then, right? And we're going to probably, you know, this is lack of trust and faith in the universe and in the divine. So we have a very hard time in these states. Okay. So once we wake up and light spirals up your chakra system and you open your crown chakra, spiritual awakening kind of energy, you're going to get through things a lot easier because you have that spiritual compass. Or you can lean on the spiritual, right? What do? You pray. And so the more that you pray, things like meditation, prayer, you know, connecting with the divine are going to really open your crown chakra. So what do if you can't do something? You pray and work with spirit and your angels and the divine, and it's going to help you to move through things. So you have a lot easier time as you're navigating your life and where it's taking you once you've opened your crown chakra and had a spiritual awakening, because you're going to have more faith and trust and, you know, connection with the divine, with the spiritual, with source as well too. And this is all about connecting more with these source energies. So crown chakra work, continuing to have more faith in the universe, in your situation, whatever you're moving through, your own self, your own healing journey, and really continuing to work on and open your crown chakra. Sometimes this is clearing out negative thoughts that you've picked up along the way, or even disbelief, to strengthen your spiritual connection. Like I went into, meditation and prayer are very, very powerful for your crown chakra. Okay, let's do Krista. Okay, time to make a decision. Ooh, it's like, okay, you got choices. So many of them that begin to open up. It's like, okay, sometimes when we're asleep, we feel like nothing's working out. I don't have any victim programming. Oh, I'm not in control. I'm powerless. This is 3D victim consciousness. Oh, I don't know about this. It's just so everything is happening and I have nothing to do with it, even though that's not reality. As the illusions go, you start to realize, you know, I can take my life in any direction. If I don't like something, I can always pivot. I like that word, pivot. It's no longer bringing me joy. I can pivot and change directions. You know, maybe some things were bringing you joy in the beginning and then not so much lately. It's up to you. And so we're learning how to navigate this place from a very 5D level of awareness. And so this can make it, I don't say it makes it harder. This should be good. You could do so much more with your life. Suddenly you're becoming unlimited and like the world is your oyster and you can do anything and you can manifest anything. But this is a little bit unnerving at first when we take back our power and step into our power, because there's so much you can do around here. It's like, so you're having to navigate this place, but you're getting a lot more awakened perspective and awareness. I love this card because it's got the moon on top as well too. So the moon is amazing, where if we're not sure, because this card indicates not sure about something or a situation, or maybe you need a little bit of clarity on your life or something going on or whatever's coming up for you during this time. The moon, we talked, I think yesterday, about not knowing everything, right? We think we do, but sometimes we don't see everything, we don't know everything. Well, the moon energy is beautiful for helping us to tap in on a greater level, see things more clearly, and even have things that are not in our awareness come up so we can see things better, and become more conscious of things too. And that's what awakening is to become conscious from the unconscious level. The moon helps us to do that, to heal things on an unconscious level so that we can become conscious, aware of them, and to get more clarity too. So if you're not sure, like on a choice to make, what direction to go, what to be doing with your life, and this can translate into many different areas, make sure that you're using these new moon energies for the extra clarity and insights that they're bringing through. You might just be, oh, okay, like I would say the aha moment, like, okay, like, right? Getting clarity, or it could be like downloads and just kind of tapping in. Use it to tap into whatever you're moving through in your life right now, and it's going to really empower you. Let's see. I've got Sam T. Okay, not yet. And this is like, okay, don't make any sudden moves. Like, right? With the new moon, this is not, okay, no, I know we have things and we have to do the daily, right? And things that we're doing, and we got to do all that. I'm not saying that, but this is like, don't make any huge shifts right now. If this is like, I'm thinking about throwing the towel in on something, quitting my job, my relationship, whatever it is, right? Go on and on with that. Don't do it. Like, wait a minute. And it's like, don't make any huge moves. It's like, you've been guided to do something or make a shift, but not yet. And so this could also be with, maybe for this person, you're being shown things about your future path and where you're going. And it's like, not with the not yet. It's like, you're not quite there yet with it too. So maybe you've been shown, and this can translate into many different areas, like a business you'll have, a house you'll have one day, something, you'll live somewhere. It's something where it's something kind of in the near future, a future that you're not there yet, and that's okay, but you're being shown things, but not to get too impatient as you're moving towards these things. So the amazing thing about awakening, as we activate our spiritual connection, we're kind of shown little glimpses, and a lot of people don't know about this. Like, I've been shown one day I'm gonna live here, do this, have a different job, maybe have a different connection. And sometimes we're like, okay, I'm not a visual person, right? Maybe I haven't been shown like prophetic visions, but you have an idea by what you want in life. So even if it's like, okay, one day I'd like to maybe have a bigger place or a partner or children or whatever it is, sometimes we get great insights into our future and what's coming by our inner desires and what we actually want in life as well too. So it's like, maybe you've been getting some insight into what you desire and what you want to bring through and what you want to manifest, which is very powerful, or actual visions from spirit of like, this is where this is what your life will look like one day. And I call that the blueprint. Okay. So many of us are coming out of our 3D experience, and we're meant to activate our 5D blueprint, which is literally your dream life. It's literally everywhere you want to be, but it's like, you're not quite there yet. Know that the work you're doing right now is very, very powerful. Any healing work, working on yourself, the frequency work, I call it, is powerful in getting there, activating your 5D blueprint and kind of getting there. So if you've been feeling a little bit impatient, but you're being shown guidance of what direction you're headed in, where you're going, and you are in many different ways, whether this is actual, one day, I have a lot of people come to me and say, one day I'd like to, live here and do this, or I will be doing this. And some people aren't sure on how to get there. That's okay. The universe shows you these insights. So you're getting insights about your path, where it's taking you at many different points. And the reason why spirit does that, it might send you like a glimpse of a picture of it, or what you want your life to look like, or where you're going, to keep you on course and keep you kind of working towards this place, right? It gives you like the destination, I always say, as you're kind of traveling through these, I call them realms, right, through this place as well too. So pay attention if you're getting glimpses of the future about yourself, insights, deeper insights about your path. And sometimes we are, and we don't realize it, by just what we want in life, and what we want our 5D dream life to look like. And we're all working towards that at this place too. So you might be working towards some type of bigger 5D vision of your life, or even blueprint during this time. Don't feel impatient for you right now. You should be using this moon energy to kind of soak it up and kind of recharge if you're needing it. Okay, so it's a good time to use it as a recharge and to kind of tune in, tap in, get clarity, and even we talked about manifesting moving forward. Let's see, Linda B. fulfilled wishes. This is like what you want coming through. So I always post, I'm big on the stars, right? Okay, I always post all this astrological stuff. And when we see the shooting stars, I'm like, make a wish. Same concept right now with this new moon too. So maybe you're being guided. This is like whatever it is, like your dreams, your dreams, your desires, what you want, little wishes you're putting out there, prayers, it's all helping. The intentions you're putting out there, any positive energy we talked about earlier, it's helping you to get there. This is like literally whatever it is that you've been praying for, aka manifesting, asking for, this is this happening, and literally. And so sometimes we have to clear the doubt and the disbelief the most, because this is actually spiritual work we're doing. So we think we're doing manifesting work. We're clearing blocks around here from our spiritual connection too. Because when we pray manifestation or visualize something, right? Depends on your style. You could visualize it and see that you're there. Or a lot of times we pray, okay? So you're praying and you're asking for something. This could be as simple as a manifestation or something you're asking for or something that you need. We pray, we ask for something, and then the doubt and disbelief kicks in. That's stuff we need to clear from our spiritual connection or our spiritual line or our connection with source. So when I'm manifesting something, I've put my intentions out there. I see this all the time with clients and why I help them with it. Okay, this is going to happen. I'm manifesting this. The next day they come and all this stuff is coming up. The stuff that comes up, we're actually, yes, we're clearing the manifesting blocks, right, to make things happen. We're clearing our spiritual line. This is also, right, disbelief in the universe giving us what we're asking for and things that are kind of in the way spiritually as well too. So this is like everything is happening if you're asking for it, but also needing to, if there's like doubt, worry, stress, when you're asking for something, when you're learning how to manifest, or when you are manifesting, to clear this stuff from your spiritual connection. This is very crown chakra work as well too. We went into that a lot today too, because we're clearing things, but we're also clearing our spiritual connection. So as we're releasing whatever's blocking up our chakra system, our energy, we're opening up that spiritual connection and that connection with source. We vibrate higher, we embody more of that or channel more of that divine light here into the physical. Crown chakra work for you, staying open, clearing any disbelief. The divine is always wanting you to have the best life possible, to help you to manifest, to bring abundance into your life, to bring miracles, synchronicity, beautiful things into your life. I see Julie. Hope, some of my favorite archangel messages as well too. And so this is like moving forward. Make sure that you're, and this is like, when I'm getting this message, just staying in a very positive frequency about where you're going and what you want. We're doing manifesting work today. And then this is like staying in that energy of hope. So the opposite of hope is disbelief. We've talked about that and how this can be a detour, because it's basically, I don't want to say a negative attitude. We need to change our mindset to really master not just our frequency, but also the manifesting where we're going and things like that too. So getting rid of and releasing any negative thoughts that might be coming up. It's normal. We're human. We're going to think and feel a lot, especially with the awakening, but we're needing to also master our frequency and energies so we feel better. These cosmic energies, the reason why we're feeling things like the new moon a lot more is because of all the ascension energies and cosmic and galactic energies coming into the planet. They amplify how we feel. I always tell you guys, having a rough day, it'll feel very intense. Having a great day, you'll be probably zooming euphoria, right? Like the animals having the zoomies, right? And so they amplify things going on within you. Make sure that you're moving forward, knowing, and you can always tap in. I talk about why I pulled these angel cards. You can always connect with the angels and archangels to help you with these things. And say you're having a rough day at work, your boss was terrible, whatever, right? Pray to your angels, pray to your archangels. If you're, feeling a lot of negative stuff come up because of awakening or negative energies, or whatever, pray, ask them for help with it. Hand it over to them. They're here to help us heal things, alchemize things, shift things. Don't know how you're going to do something. You're in an impossible situation. We're putting a lot of those, we call those tests on Earth School. It is Earth School. So you might feel, you don't know what to do in a situation. You need clarity. You're not sure left or right. And you're feeling a little, scattered. Pray to your angels. Pray to the archangels. You need help manifesting something. You feel like you're in a pinch. Earth is getting very hard lately, I would say. I feel that collectively. Pray to your your angels and archangels. They would love to help you to release negative energy, beliefs, mindset. They would love to help you with manifesting things and bringing things in, whether it's just angelic guidance, healing, abundance, whatever it is that you need help with as well too. So, you know, leaning on your angels with this message too. And so this is like the visual I'm being given is like if you're having a rough day, not saying now, whatever, right? Remember that if you're having a rough time or a rough day, to lean on your angels. They'll help make you feel better, and it's going to give you a lot of angelic support and assistance and help and guidance and feeling better. I've had moments where it was just like very intense, we'll say intense emotions of whatever coming up. I've had experiences like this, and you know, you go ahead and you connect with your angels, and you should feel an instant energy shift as they're helping you with whatever emotions or energies you're needing are coming up. And you might not feel that, so it's like that you could be having a rough day and maybe you're very emotional, or even people crying, right? like having a rough time with whatever, right? And you know, you call in your angels and you should feel that energy shift. You should instantly feel better, and it will make you feel a lot better because they're doing a lot of work and we can't always see. So when it comes to the spiritual, oftentimes we have to feel it, right? It doesn't mean it's not there. A lot of you guys might be able to see it. Depends on the gifts and things that are coming online, but it's there, and it's there for us too. So really bringing that into your awareness, and make sure that you're asking your angels for anything, especially transmuting heavy energies or whatever. Let's see. Karen New. Spiritual twins, love it, because I post a lot of twin flame stuff everywhere. Like, love, right? Oh my God, did anyone ever tell you that's the point of all of this? And it's all that will remain out of your connections. Now we can experience love in many different forms, family, friends, whatever, right? And so it's all about love, and that's all that will remain within these connections, the love that you have for people as well too. But we're learning how to clear anything not of love, all the negativity, so that we can really shift into that frequency of love and unconditional love for ourselves. Now, okay. I didn't want to say, but you're going to see a lot of posts about the Virgo new moon, and it's the shadow of Virgo. Not to be judgy. Yeah, earth signs are super judgy. I'm literally earth sign. It's like when they do those tests, like with the INFJ or whatever, like, right? Like, okay, it reminds me of that. Okay, so not that downside. And I mean with yourself and other people, as a lot of times our relationships are the deeper work that we do. If you didn't notice, they bring up things, they can, you know, have us uncover old things or things that we need to work on. So it's one thing to sit with ourselves, and when we do it with another person, if we have a lot of toxic traits, they're probably going to be like, right? Okay, so we do work with other people oftentimes, and this helps us to heal. Twin flame is a very, very deep spiritual connection, and a lot of people are coming into spiritual connections, whether these are, and I'm just going to say it because a lot of people are like, there's 3 types of connections to me when it's romantic: karmic, soulmate, and twin flame. A lot of people are doing that inner work within themselves to open up to, as they activate this connection with their twin flame. They can come in at any given time in any lifetime, and there's someone that oftentimes you do cross paths with across many, many different lifetimes as well too. The goal is to come into spiritual union. So I love to like learn on this stuff, and most twin flames, when they come into union, actually stay together forever. By the way, there's a very high rate of that, but oftentimes there's like a lot of work to get there. Maybe you know you've met this person, maybe you're with them in union and you're like, oh yeah, I know. Or maybe you don't know, and that they're going to come into your awareness. And the reason why we see that there's so many twin flames that are finding their way back to ourselves is because the planetary frequencies are rising, and we have to stay in a high frequency to maintain and stay in these unions too. So I see a lot of people are navigating, and I do a lot of work with that. I love it. So a lot of people are navigating the twin flame journey as well too. They can kind of just come in and you didn't see it come in, or maybe they're in your awareness now. And this is a very powerful connection, and it helps to heal a lot of things very, very fast. So a lot of times people are already, not all the time, but a lot of times people are already awakened and have done a little, or let's say a little bit or a lot of healing within themselves to have this come into their awareness as well too. And that's the goal. And we see that in a lot of sacred teachings and all sorts of things, right? So maybe this is something that you're going through or you're going to go through. It just kind of depends on what that looks like. And maybe you already know this person or you're going to meet this person. Just take take this message as it resonates for you too. It's why I put a lot of separate posts up. You guys notice, like I already did my twin flame video. I'm going to put it up later. So if you guys are on that journey, you know, I have a lot of stuff for that as well too. But have a beautiful day. Regardless, it's a very positive message about your love life and healing your love life. All right, I'm going to go on that note. I have lots of stuff up. I've pinned on the video. If you guys do need any healings, I'm around today. Have a beautiful day. Welcome into Virgo season.